Excavators work in brutal conditions where one wrong move can mean disaster. If you think this is just another job, think again. Let's break it down. No sugarcoating. When a dozer sinks into mud like that, the first step is always to break the suction. Start clearing the sides. Never dig under it right away. This isn't your typical trenching or grading job. It demands a different mindset. Rule number 1. If the tracks are slipping and you feel the belly pan touch, stop. Reassess. Call in support before it gets worse. Spinning the tracks only digs you in deeper. That operator should have known better. Have you ever been in this kind of situation? Drop your stories below. Let's help each other learn. Because sometimes, knowing when to ask for help can save hours of wasted effort. Kobelco SK200 is performing one of the most precision-demanding maneuvers, climbing onto a truck. The limited width of the loading platform, the incline, and the slippery surface caused by muddy water from the surrounding rice fields make this a true test of skill and composure. The operator chose a straight-on approach, kept the throttle steady, and controlled the levers carefully to distribute weight evenly. Even the slightest miscalculation could cause the tracks to slip off the ramps or veer sideways. It's a seamless coordination between man and machine. At Keystone Anthracite, the Manitowoc 6400 dragline is deployed to excavate rock and expose the underlying coal seams. While hydraulic excavators dominate the modern job site, operating a traditional dragline remains a specialized and increasingly rare skill. The machine's right-hand control operates the main hoist. Pushing the lever forward lowers the load. The left-hand lever activates the interlock, engaging the VICON system, which safeguards the brake bands by precisely managing tension during load release. Although it's possible to simulate the effect by lightly moving the lever, it lacks the accuracy and safety provided by interlock and VICON. Both the operator's cabin and the external scale of this machine are worth a closer look. Now that's something you don't see every day. The operator held on, all the way to the bitter end. No giving up, no turning back. What's your take? Tell us how it made you feel. Monday mornings on steroids. The bulldozer wasn't just a machine, it was a lifeline. It charged forward, muscled its way across the river, and bam! Our DT-75 was rescued. Almost. Watching that beast in action? Pure adrenaline. Looks like they swung the crane boom to the right to shift weight off the corner of the barge that was grounded, and extended the telehandler boom to shift weight to the offshore end. Someone didn't foresee how things would go once she was afloat. Wet terrain is no joke for tracked machines. It reduces grip, messes with balance, and makes rock handling a real test. That's why skilled operators and tight coordination between two machines are critical. A simple misstep could mean damaged gear or worse, injured crew. Adding hydraulic tools like a thumb or a rock grapple isn't cheap, but it sharpens control and boosts efficiency. When the job demands precision, that upgrade pays off.
Not in the same, a little bit more manageable pieces. Why didn't we do that in the hole?
Ever wondered what happens inside a monster machine? Let's dive in. Heavy excavators face extreme conditions, and sometimes they need a deep breath, taken apart from the inside out. We're talking engines, hydraulics, and wiring, all carefully removed for a full inspection. Follow our pros as they break it down and bring it back better than ever. Watch closely. This stuff is mechanical magic. We talk specs, horsepower, and hydraulics. But in real life, what matters is moments like this. Rain hammered down, mud slid across the road, and the machine stood its ground, letting people pass, soaked but safe. Sometimes heavy equipment carries more than weight. Just one man, one machine, and one bold act. Come along as we explore the awesome work Transports Montejo is doing. Right now, they're handling a mining project down in Panama using 20 Goldhofer modular trailers. At the heart of it all is the Komatsu PC 8000-11, a massive 820-ton hydraulic excavator powered by two engines that crank out a combined 4,000 horsepower. Watching it move through those steep slopes really shows off the machine's top-tier engineering and the operator's serious talent. Oops. You don't see the danger until you step into the cab. That slope? Slick, unforgiving, ready to swallow a mistake. But Kobelco's acing it. Boom! The bulldozer gave it everything to pull the Kamaz, but instead of moving forward, the truck tipped over, hard. What was meant to be a rescue just made things worse. Now they're stuck with a bigger mess and an even bigger bill. The terrain is classified as unstable and highly variable. Loose, fractured rock, soft subgrades, and concealed boulders significantly increase the difficulty of maneuvering and grading. It's unpredictable. Well, it worked, but my wallet's screaming for therapy now. I've seen machines do wild things, but this had me sweating. The DET-250 bulldozer, a Soviet giant, is crossing a skinny bridge barely rated for its weight. No driver, no second chance. Just cold steel and risky precision. This is the kind of footage pros talk about for years. Look at the throttle control. He's not powering through. He's floating, adjusting, reacting. That tells you everything. This isn't brute force. It's finesse. The kind of finesse you only earn after breaking down in places like this and learning the hard way. He's not fighting the river, he's dancing with it. I've seen all kinds of things out on the job site, but that moment, clean, precise, and calm under pressure, was the kind of move you don't forget. He didn't just drive the machine out. It was like watching a seasoned scout, reading every inch of the terrain and guiding the beast through it like a dance.
Missão cumprida.
What's making waves at Swindon Quarry? It's the Hitachi EX 1900-6, the game changer in the pit. This machine doesn't just move limestone, it keeps the whole operation flowing. Chosen for its no-nonsense power and reliability, it runs 12-hour shifts without breaking a sweat. Less time, more rock. That's how they roll. On river jobs, excavator operators don't just rely on hydraulics to ease down slopes. They've mastered clever tricks. One is using the boom to brace against the riverbank and push the barge outward. It's not in the manual, but it works. That hydraulic arm becomes a stabilizer, a pivot, even a paddle when needed. It's all about control, precision, and adapting the machine to the terrain.
Дома, посмотри, потом увидишь.
Regular tracks won't cut it here. But a spider excavator? It adapts on the fly. Those legs grip uneven ground and lift the whole machine over the ditch without breaking a sweat. This is control at its finest. The Kobelco SK200 Mark X tackles a steep hill, then climbs aboard a trailer like it's a routine job. But make no mistake, what you're watching takes years of experience. Respect to the operator for making it look this easy. Meet the beast that tames chaos, the JCB-JS-20MH. Tailor-made for the toughest material handling tasks in recycling and waste industries, this wheeled excavator is not just a machine, it's a command center on hydraulics. With a hydraulically elevating cab, operators gain a hawk-eye view over towering containers and cluttered yards. And with a whisper-quiet 70 decibels, A-weighted cab cushioned by 6 rubber mounts, you get calm in the storm. To someone who's worked around big iron for decades, the Komatsu PC3000 stands out as a machine that gets it right. It's not just the 250-ton weight or the 16-yard bucket, it's how it moves. Seasoned operators appreciate the precise hydraulics, the clean cycle timing, and the way it stays planted even under strain. Watch it in action.